Hey guys, I wanted to jump on here and do a quick video for humans who are having pain when they speak and or when they sing, if you're a singer. Before we get started, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for future videos on muscle tension dysphonia, and I'm also a singer-songwriter. So you can check out my music if you want. And I also have muscle tension dysphonia. But I've gotten to a place where life is good and it does not control me anymore. All right, so let's get started. So I always like to start with some stretching, alignment, and breath work. So we can start by standing or sitting up tall. Imagine a string is attached to the top of your head, pulling you up into alignment. And remember, your spine, it ends in your tailbone, that way. And this way, it ends in your ears. So imagine that spine shooting up. Awesome. And now let's stretch out the neck. Maybe just dip it to one side if this feels good for your body. And now, as we're doing this, let's add some deeper breaths. Place a hand on your belly and we're going to breathe into the belly. Let go of that tension. Check in with the shoulders. Let those shoulders go. Check in with the face, the jaw. Let it go. Let's do a few more deep breaths. Let all the tension out. Let it go. And if you have the time, I recommend you pause this video, and I'll put a link below. Go to the deep breathing meditation now and do that. It's only 10 minutes. You can do it. And I highly recommend to add this to your healing practice and then come right back. All right, so we just did the deep breathing meditation. We feel relaxed, open, hopefully a little happy. And let's get started. So what you're going to need is a straw. Mine went through the dishwasher, so it's a little bent, but still works. Any kind of straw is fine. If you don't like the straw, humming also works great. Another good one is bubbles. Another one. But I'll be demonstrating with the straw because it's what's helped me. But everyone's different. So be a little detective. See what works for you. All right, so we're gonna grab the straw. And first we're gonna start with just airflow because air is the most important part of life. It's the most important part of singing. And of course, the most important part of speech. It should really, when everything is balanced and aligned, breath should be the leader of everything. It should lead the sound. Okay, so we have our straw, and look at mine. It's not, I prefer a straw that's not too big and not too small. And you can ask yourself, what do I like, you know? So here's my straw. Cool. So we're gonna start with just air. So let's start with our nose plugged because we are detectives, and we're gonna make sure that the air is coming through our mouth. So we're gonna go. Let's do that again. Two more times. Scared my cat. Breathing into the belly. That's step 1. And now let's unplug our nose and do it again and just feel the airflow. And things to ask ourselves is my air consistent? You know, is it coming through the straw? It's okay if it comes through the nose a little bit, I think. Let's not worry about that. All right, so we're gonna breathe into our belly. Let's do it 2 more times. Last time. Sweet. Air. It will get you there. Okay, so number 2 to add into the routine is air, sound, air, sound. So now we're just adding a little bit of airflow to the current, a little bit of sound to the current of airflow that we've cultivated. Use the oo vowel inside of the straw, and let's try it. I'll show you. Let's start with the nose plugged first, just in case we have too much air escaping. We want to make sure that all the work is going through here, and I'll demonstrate. Pick a comfortable note for you, and don't think of it maybe as a note, but a sound that hurts the least. So we're going to go like this. Oh, sorry. Let's do it again. One more time. And if you have more airflow than me, feel free to do more. That's just how much I have. Nice. Things to notice. Focus on sensations in the straw. Where do you feel the vibration? Is your breath nice and even? How is your posture? Do your muscles tense when you do this exercise? Just notice. No judgment, no worries. Just notice. You're a detective. You are noticing and discovering things. All right, so now with that information, let's do it again. And this time, let's put a hand here. And you can also see, is my air, or feel, is my air consistent the whole time? There will be a slight change, of course, but we just want the air to keep going. So let's first ask ourselves that question. Let's break it down. Is my airflow flowing? Mine is. The air slightly decreases when I add the sound, which makes sense, but it is consistent. I feel it the whole time. Let's try that again. Is my air flowing? Is my air consistent? Does it keep going when I create sound? There's always air there. So I think that's good. And if there isn't, now you've discovered something to work on. All right, so now let's address something else. Let's think about posture. We're sitting up tall, or we're standing, and we're also relaxing into the earth. So we don't want to super tense posture. We want to set the posture and then relax into it. Let gravity, let us relax into the earth. Let the earth support you. Ask yourself, what does good posture feel like to me? And just sink into a nice seat or stance. And now let's check it out when we do this. And the things I'm always looking for is posture, and am I creeping up when I do the exercise? Are my muscles engaging? Are the muscles that don't need to engage, like the shoulders, the jaw, the face, the front chest, the belly? There's so many muscles that can try to help, and they're just trying to help, but you can tell them, I don't need your help anymore. I have the airflow, and that will get me to where I need to go, not muscle tension. Okay, so let's address that. So we're going to do the same thing, air, sound, and we're going to start checking in with the muscle groups. Are they working to try to help us? And if they are, can we let them go on the exhales? Can we let them melt? Let's try that. So we're going to go. You can even do this on just the airflow and no sound if that's best. Let's do it 2 more times. Nice. 1 more time. And if you're struggling to let go, little things you can do are just little bobbly movements. Yay. Okie dokie. And then the last thing I'm going to leave everybody, before we go on, let's ask the final question. Where do you feel the vibration? Okay, so for me, I feel the vibration in the straw. And for muscle tension dysphonia people, and also people with tension feelings of tension, burning, tightness, heaviness, will often feel the vibration here. We want to get it out of there and put it here. How do you do that? Imagine, so the mind is very powerful. Imagine that the vibration starts from here, the tip of the straw, out. Try that first. All of the sensations are happening here. So let's do that now, but let's change it to a 1 note. A note that's comfortable for you. Everyone's different. Men and women are different, and humans are different. So I will pick the note that's good for me. You can pick the same one, or I would encourage you to explore and find the note that has the least amount of tension, the sound that has the least amount of tension. So where is the vibration? Let's start with air and add the sound in 1 note. And we're going to feel, where is the vibration? You ready? Breathing into the belly. Now let me do it again, and I'm going to demonstrate what it would sound like in my throat. I could probably place it there, like back in the old days when I was struggling more. In order to put it in my throat, I have to make it big. We don't want it there. So how do we place it here? So let's imagine it's coming from the tip of the straw out. It's out of us. It's out into the room. It's not inside us. You could try breathing in through the straw. See if you like it. I'm doing this kind of sound in the straw. It's very forward. And I think that it's coming from the tip of the straw, the tip of my lips, the tip of my nose, out into the world. You try gentle little slides. I'm offering one more. I've changed my mind. Here's like the rolling. Hello, baby. Hi. Hi. It's my cat. So we're kind of just oscillating in sound. And I imagine the sound is kind of coming out of me like this. It's not going up and down at all. It's going forward. So you can even do this if it helps you. Encouraging the mind to think about sound as going out in this direction, not up and down. Some people like to think of a windmill or a circle for their air. And only go fast like that if it feels good. Remember, air is the leader, so I'm making this sound with air. My air is constant, leading the way. All right, so I hope this helps, and I'm sending love and deep healing to you right now. You can overcome this tension and tightness in your body. You can. I know it to be true. It's a deep knowing of truth. You just do these exercises 3 to 5 times a day for 5 to 10 minutes. And also I encourage you to do a little bit of breath work every day. Get off your cell phone more. Dance, do yoga, get into nature, and come back into yourself, your body. So that's addressing mental health, just to get back into balance. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables, drink lots of water, make love, make new connections, paint, draw, do music, do things that bring you joy, create boundaries in your life. If something isn't serving you, change that. Get rid of people who are poisonous to you. That's boundaries. Muscle tension dysphonia can be a beautiful, beautiful way to heal because it forces you to take a deep look at yourself. And for me, that meant and that means addressing my mental health with lots of breath work, meditation, yoga, nature walks, laughing, singing, writing music, challenging that liar of a voice in my head that tells me I'm not good enough, that liar of a voice that comes from doctors and from my own self saying that I can't heal. You know what? I can, and I am, and I have, and I will keep healing, and you will too. And I love you so much with all of my heart. And check out my other videos. I have a lot of videos on this. If you'd like to support me, find me on Instagram under Liz Bills. Find me on Spotify. I'm an artist, and it brings me immense joy creating music and singing and helping people too, of course. Yeah, happy healing. I love you so much, and I hope you love yourself too. And if you don't, start saying that you love yourself. And that is the most healing medicine there is out there.